Have you done an Airbnb or a VRBO? And it looks so good on the internet. But if you don't do enough research on it and you show up, might not be exactly what you signed up for.
Nah, man, I almost died. So
What?
That's a good tease.
yeah, it was an interesting night. So this all started because I was going on a little quick weekend getaway with a couple of my guy friends, and I'm at the point in my life where I realize if you don't have a woman to organize your trip for you, it typically is not going to go the way you think it's going to go. And I am admitting that, okay?
Say that one more time.
No, I'm just saying it once. I'm saying it once. That's it. You need a woman to help you do a few things in life.
Not this woman.
The right woman.
Yes,
Maybe
the right
that one.
one. Yes, right. And so we were like, nah, we got this. Don't worry about it. I left it all in the hands of my friends. They were like, Mo, we know there's a lot on your plate. All you got to do is show up. We're going to take you to the Airbnb. We're going to have a nice little getaway to celebrate one of my dude's accomplishments. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not going to be bad. They told me it was going to be like a 3.5, 4 hour drive to where we were going. And that's when I already was hesitant because I spoke to Bert about it and he was like, nah, dude, that's about 5.5 hours. So I'm like, okay, they're already lying to me.
It's a tough drive for just a couple of days.
Right.
Like, it's nice, but it's also nice to fly.
Exactly. So we get on the road, and I kind of already had an idea of how this thing was going to go because out of all of the places to stop, I had wanted them to stop. I am not built for road trips. That's not my thing. I hate it. I got about an hour in me, and then I'm done.
What are you built for?
Not much. Sleeping. I'm really good at sleeping. Anything outside of that, I'm in trouble. So we're about an hour in,
Is
and
it
I'm
because
like,
you're so tall and like in a
Yes.
car and being so
Yeah.
cramped?
Yes.
It
You
makes
know,
sense.
planes,
right.
cars. I just
don't
I can't
fold
do
well.
it. No,
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
not. I'm
big
not
guy.
foldable. No, I want to
that
get
makes
out and
sense.
move. I hate it.
Like
right?
Davi and I can go right in the glove compartment.
Oh, anywhere.
For 5.5 hours. It's
Put me
dark
in a
in
golf
there.
bag.
I look up and think
Yeah.
we 3 hours in.
Yeah.
We 25 minutes in, and I'm already tired. And so we're like, all right, we're gonna stop. And I'm thinking we're gonna stop at like one of these nice little rest stops where you can pick where you want to eat. There's a gas station, like one of those type deals. No. We pull into this like stop that I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's one gas station with one pump. That was the first problem. And then there's no options to like eat. It's just an inconvenient convenience store. It's
They
the first
just
time.
chose a random exit. They're like, okay, we need gas.
Yes,
Let's
like
just
we
grab-
passed 100 places that looked really nice, really big,
Yeah.
lights, people,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
All the signs that say there's a Subway here, there's a Taco Bell, there's a BP here,
Yes.
there's a Chevron. And you went past all of those
those.
and just picked a random exit.
Random exit.
One that has one light just shining and it blinks.
It's like one car in the parking lot. And then we walk into this. I don't even know how to describe this. It's like a store, but it looked like it was meant to be something else. And someone bought it, and then they tried to turn it into a convenience
Oh,
store.
I love it when they like close down a Burger King, trying to turn it into a flower shop, but it's still got the drive-through.
It's like
and
one of
everything.
those types things. It was
Okay.
it was like one little aisle where you could get snacks, but it's like Oreos, chips, and milk. Which one? And then
It was a dry cleaner.
it was a person playing slots in the corner, and it was a washing machine in the other corner. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I said, bro, where's the bathroom? I just want to use the bathroom. And he was like, you got to get the key. I said, who has the key? And he was like, he has it. And it's a big black dude in the corner. And I was like, I'm not asking him. I'm not asking him for anything.
That's his job.
He didn't even have a uniform on. I'm like, I'm not. Does he work here? It was too weird. I was like, I'll hold it. I don't have to go that bad. So I get back in the car and we continue on the road trip. And I just get drunk. I was like, I'm just going to get drunk. That's how I'm going to get through this. So finally, we get to this Airbnb. And we were supposed to get there at like 6, 7. That was the plan.
What time did you get there?
It's 9:55.
Yeah.
Wow.
9:55, we pull up, and then my dude who's driving, first of all, he's the only sober one, so you can't rely on the rest of us for anything. Like, we're done at this point. And he pulls up, and he's like, oh, I might have messed up. We got to hurry up. It's like, what you mean we got to hurry up, bro? So he's like, the office to get the key and the code to the Airbnb closes at 10.
Yep.
It's 9:55.
Yeah.
So he basically rolls out the car while it's still rolling and then runs to the office to try to get the code for the Airbnb. So we're waiting. 10 minutes go by, 15, 20. We don't know what's going on. He's not answering his phone. So we like, okay, are we going to have to find another place to stay? What's going to happen? He comes back in the car with the paperwork. So we're like, all right, we're cool. We made it. We're safe. So then he's like, we got to go to whatever the room number was. It was like 2554, whatever it was. And then we park and we get out. And he takes us up the hallway. And the first thing I noticed in the hallway is
Is it like a condo or something?
yeah, like an Airbnb condo type
Big
thing.
building,
It's really
condo.
big. Exactly.
Okay, got it.
So we're going, like when we start the hall, the rooms start at 2,000. He said we're at 25 something. And they're going up by 1. So I'm like, okay, something's not right here. This not adding up. We go through like 6 hallways, and it just keeps going. The numbers keep going, I'm like, bro, we passing like 7 parking lots. Like, why'd you park 6 hallways away? So I didn't know. I figured that's just what we had to do. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So now it's a 20-minute walk to get to the room now. Carl Wayne
and you're
back
already
there.
buzzed. You've been drinking now for a couple hours. You're probably
Yes.
close to a 10 o'clock hangover.
Exactly.
Okay.
We got bags and stuff. So at this point, we're like, we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. So finally, we get to the room, and it's really dark. You know, like you don't know what's going on. And it's like the way it's set up, there's a door and there's a window right next to the door with blinds. So it's just dark. You don't know what's going on. So he puts in the little code. Beep, 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 beep. So he tries it again. Beep, 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 beep. So, of course, he tries it again. I'm like, it didn't work the first 2 times. People going to keep trying. So then all of us take our turn trying it, right? Because you don't trust everybody try to put it in. It's not
Let me
working
get my
for
drunk
everybody.
ass in there.
Let me try this.
Move
Now,
aside.
you
Move
can't
aside.
count.
The way that I hit 2, 3, 1, 2 pound is going to be way better than the way you do
Exactly,
it.
right? So we spend 10 minutes doing this. It's ridiculous. So finally, after we all try it, the light turns on in the room where we're supposed to be going in. So one of my friends goes, oh, good, someone's here.
Oh, what?
I'm like, wait. No, it's not. What's good about that? I'm like, there's nothing good about this at all. Literally, the light clicks on, and you can hear someone moving in the room. So I immediately start backing up, right? Because this looks like exactly where the murderer will go hide. Like, it looks like one of those places. And they're waiting for the guy to open the door. I'm putting my bags on. I'm getting ready to run. I'm from the hood. I don't know what's about to happen here.
They think you're the murderer. You're trying to get into the door 3 or 4
Right.
times. Everybody's typing in the code.
That's the funny part, right? Is finally you hear like the person opening the door, and we're all standing there like with no idea what the hell is about to happen. Then he opens the door, and he looks at us, and it's a guy, and he has one hand behind his back, and he has a bat. And it's a white man and it's 4 black dudes trying to break into his apartment, and I don't know which one of us is more afraid. We're both staring at each other. And I was like, hey man, we just trying to find our room. And then he goes, well, which room are you looking for? So then my friend, the same dumb one, goes, this one, you in our room. I said, stop talking. The man has a hand behind his back, like, stop talking. Yeah. I don't know what he's holding. So then he's like, well, this isn't your room. We've been here 3 days. And I'm like, that's fine. We got enough. We're leaving. And then he's like, well, now, can you help us? How the man going to help us find out where our room is? But then he kind of takes his hand down. And he didn't have a gun. I guess that was like his.
That's his stance.
Yeah,
He's just
I was
one of
like,
those.
oh, okay, all right. That was cool. So then he tries to help us, but he can't. And we finally close the door. And then we end up we have to call. But remember, the office is closed now.
Yep.
So he has to try to find a way to get in contact with the lady. That takes another 20 minutes, all to find out that this dude had the right room number, but the wrong building. It was the wrong section. We were 2 buildings down
Oh my
from
God.
where we were supposed to be. And we end up almost breaking into this poor man's room while he's in there with his wife. And that's how the trip started.
Yeah, you can't put that one on Airbnb. That's on you guys.
That's clearly on my friends. Yeah, man, that's the kind of friends I have.
How do they have 2 rooms with the same number, though?
I did think that was stupid. She
is
was
stupid.
Right.
But it did say clearly at the top of the thing, you are in building 3 while
Okay.
we're in building 1 trying to
Got
put codes
it.
in.
Yeah,
All right.
that's on your friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did this one time with an Airbnb in Montreal that was an artist loft. And I thought, oh, this is going to be so romantic. It was me and my ex-wife at the time. So romantic, right? So I get there, and it is a 1-bedroom artist loft, right? But the artist was staying with us all weekend. He did not put that on the description of the artist loft. Literally staying in a 1-bedroom loft with us.
Did he make you breakfast or anything?
No.
Make
that's
you some
so
art.
weird.
Something.
Yeah.
Wasn't weird
Paint
for
for us.
him. It wasn't weird for him at all.
Come on in.
It's gonna be all 3 of us this weekend.
The Bert Show.